I've just been to the cinema to watch the Predator Badlands film in 3D. It was pretty decent, and I'm glad I went out to watch it. Let's get into the review. Predator Badlands is paced pretty well. There wasn't any moments of the film that felt like it was dragging out, or any moments that were too long. Although I wish there was a little bit more time for character development and dialogue between characters which would make them have more emotional depth. The main Predator Yautja character was only really able to portray anger because of the heavy prosthetics and makeup and CGI. It was quite hard to judge any other emotions that he could potentially be having. The synthetic character, I believe she was called Thea, was a good companion to the Yautja. Although Yautjas usually choose to hunt alone, the synthetic is a robot, so it acts as a kind of loophole for them to interact and work together. The film starts off very strong and makes you understand the character's backstories and his motivations really well. They show a pretty brutal betrayal, and it doesn't shy away from the gruesomeness, which I really appreciated from the film. The planet of the Yautjas at the beginning is really interesting and intriguing, and the hunting planet shown later in the film is also really intriguing. There's lots of intriguing creatures and areas of land on the planet. The shards of grass, which are like glass when you walk through them, they will cut your skin unless you're an animal that's built with tough skin and adapted to the environment. This shows the brutality of the planet and how difficult it is to survive there. These few world building moments were really intriguing, but unfortunately I wish that the film would show a lot more of these creatures from this world and a lot more areas that could have been a bit more unique. Although I was very excited about the main creature that the Predator was hunting, a lot of the other aliens on this planet felt quite underwhelming and very similar. A lot of them had tentacles with more tentacles on the end of their limbs. There were about 3 different aliens that all had this similar design to them. It all started to feel a little bit repetitive, but it didn't really take away that much from the film. There were a few good plot twists and different things that I didn't expect when just judging from the trailer. Some of the plot points played out differently. I enjoyed seeing the Wayland Corporation in this film as well. I'm a huge fan of the Alien franchise, probably more than I am the Predator films, and this was a really nice addition for me personally. I also recently watched the Alien vs Predator original film, and I enjoyed this crossover too, so it was nice seeing this again. A potential negative I have also is that the Predator is made to feel like quite a good character morally. And I'm still a bit unsure about whether this is a positive or a negative. I'm having mixed feelings about it. Predators in all the other films I've seen are usually very strict in their ideologies and how they conduct themselves and their traditions. For example, in the Alien vs Predator movie, although a Yautja works alongside a human, he's not really that respectful to her as a person or really turns into a good character or a hero. But my first initial reaction to this out of the cinema was I wasn't too sure. The synthetic character, I believe her name was Thea, was really good, but at the beginning she was speaking so much and making so many jokes and goofy comments that her character felt like this goofy comic relief, and it was a little bit annoying and took away from the seriousness of the film. But eventually this did seem to calm down and wasn't done as much, and when she was having serious conversations and deep dialogue and understanding of other characters she was with, her character became a lot more interesting the more seriously she was taken. The ending of the film was satisfying and good, but it left on a slight cliffhanger which was slightly disappointing. Overall, this film was a 7 out of 10. It was a decent film with good action, and when you could see the action playing out really clear, it was really good and exciting. And throughout the film, I was rooting for the protagonist and felt his struggles and wanted him to win. What fell short for me was that some of the fight scenes were filmed in darker locations with poor lighting, so it was more difficult to work out what was happening or to see all the action clearly. Especially when it was watched in 3D with the darker glasses. I would personally not recommend watching this in 3D due to this issue. The villain of the film was slightly underwhelming too, a little bit generic and wasn't given much emotional depth, but I won't spoil a potential reason for that. I think the film could have done with a little bit more emotional depth from all the characters that we were following. But apart from this, the action and the quick pacing of the film definitely bumped it up by a few points and definitely make this a film that's worth watching in the cinema for its good action and exciting scenes. Have you guys seen the film? Comment below and let me know what you thought of it. I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. Remember to like and subscribe to the channel. Until next time. I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. What fell short for me was there was what